Hey guys, what's going on today? This is me, Dalsoo. It's time for another one of our boxed wine chats. Not really drinking once again, but anyway, we still just like to roll with the theme of the boxed wine because that's how we started, and you don't change horses midstream. Anyway, couple of things just to talk about real briefly. It's been kind of a rough past week or two. Remember how I said I was going to go camping, and I made a video about how I was going to go camping? Well, anyway, the camping trip never happened because, as some of you probably know, if you follow the news, or at least like the third or fourth page of the news, which is where they're fucking putting it instead of on the first page, there was like a really huge flood in Louisiana where I live. My house was okay, but a lot of the area around me was seriously flooded. A lot of people I know and a lot of my family were affected. So everybody's okay and all that, but it just kind of, I couldn't really take off on vacation, so to speak. Also, a lot of the roads were closed. So that made it even more difficult. And on top of that, the place where I was going camping, which is in Arkansas, is directly north of Louisiana, and that's where the storm kind of ended up hovering for a while. So it just was a combination of shitty things. And on top of that, my dog died, which is really shitty. He was a really special kind of family dog. It's like a Catahoula mixed with some kind of standard poodle, mixed with like a hound, mixed with the other couple things. We called him Merlin, and he was a really special dog. He had like a very human personality, and was just real warm and affectionate. And I'd had him for about 10 years, and he went in for some stomach problems, and they put him under to do a surgery to see what was wrong with his stomach, and they found a bunch of cancer in there, so he opted just to not let him wake up, And so that was really, really tough. And I kind of went through a few days where I was drinking a lot, trying to sort of numb that feeling or whatever. But I'm fine now. It was about a week ago. So I'm a big dog lover. I know some of you probably are too. And it always really hurts when you lose a dog, because that's, one of the saddest things about life is that, human beings live a lot longer than dogs do. But if only I could be just like, 20% as happy as that dog was and as satisfied with life as that dog was, then I'd never have another problem in my whole life. So I think about that, and just been going through all that kind of shit. Other than that, everything's fine. I'm going to keep going with the channel. I know there was some time in there when it was like kind of spacey and everything like that. So my new plan is I want to post something every day for the people who watch. Like at least one thing. Like I've decided I just can't do like 3 or 4 series, multiple posts per day. I'm not there. Like it's not possible for me. That's too much work. For those of you who are curious, I probably make about $1 a day off of YouTube. And that's really regardless whether I post 3 videos or 1 video. Now, it's not about the money, obviously, but it is about the lost opportunity cost. Right? So if I spend 3 hours every morning recording video games, that's 3 hours that I could be out, finding a new client or writing a new book or all the other things that I do. I have like multiple jobs that all require time and that all have varying levels of return on investment. And YouTube is one of the most pleasurable, however, lowest returns on investment that I get. So I can't really justify spending super large amounts of time. Now in the future, maybe I'll try Patreon and attempt to do something like that, but it's just a hobby, and it needs to kind of stay as a hobby for right now at least. So with that in mind, I do want to have some consistency and some stability on the channel for everyone who watches, because I know like if you're following something, you want to see an update at least every day, right? I know I do on the people that I watch. So anyway, my plan from now on is just try to post something every day at 6 p.m. I can't say that I'll be able to do it perfectly, but I'm going to try to be consistent on that. Every day at 6 p.m., some kind of video. That's the goal. Now, as far as what's coming up next, I'm just trying to sort of wrap a lot of things up right now. I know some of you who haven't really been following the videos that are going on right now are probably pretty bored and losing interest in the channel. I'm sorry about that, but I like to finish things that I start. Even like the Hearts of Iron thing, I've been doing just like 1 or 2 episodes a week for a while now, and I know you're probably not super engaged in it, but for me, like if I start that game, I have to finish it. I can't just like do half of the game and then stop. So I'm going to wrap that up no matter how long it takes. And I probably will be satisfied once the war is over, if you've been following, because the war is still going on. And I want to finish up also the Banished playthrough. I'm going to stop on about episode 30. I'm considering some more kind of banished videos because that's really popular, but probably going to hold off of it for right now. I get banished out, quite easily. I know a lot of people can play for forever, dead inside looking at you. But after about 5 or 6 hours of playing, I kind of get a little bit banished out. But I definitely always find myself returning to that. So we're going to do that. But I think the next series is going to be the Banner Saga 2. It's not super popular, I know, but I promised that I was going to do both of them. And like I said, I've got to finish things once I start them. So we did number 1 about a month ago, and we're going to go ahead and jump into number 2. And that will be interspersed with the Factorio playthrough I'm doing with Mieren69. We probably have another 20 episodes of that left in the kitty. But Banished and Hearts of Iron will be finished, wrapped up. And so we'll have interspersed Factorio and Banner Saga 2 for a while. After that, I'm not really sure. I've been playing a lot of Civilization. I really want to be able to beat Civilization 5 on level 7 on camera, but I just don't know if it's ever going to happen for me. I can beat it on level 6 like consistently, so I'm thinking of doing a level 6 playthrough, even though I feel bad because the guy I like to watch, Marbazir, plays on like level 8 and just rocks the game, and I don't know how he does it. Even though I watched his videos, I just don't know how the fuck he does it. Anyway, I'll digress on that point and just say that you might see some Civilization soon on the channel because Civ 6 is coming out in October, which is going to be like a batten the doors down, Mountain Dew 2-liter, kind of not leave my house for a week sort of thing for me because I'm a huge Civ fanboy and have been ever since I booted up Civ 2 off of a little hard disk, in the school computer laboratory when I was like 12 or whatever. But anyway, I'll end it here, so I'm not rambling too much, guys. But I'm sorry for the kind of spaciness that's happened lately. Just suffice to say, I've been going through some things. It's all right now. I'm doing well, and I'm not drinking much, which is good. So yeah, I'm hanging in there, and I'm gonna keep on bringing you guys content. And thank you so much for your support. So to all 806 of you, here's a big coffee cheers. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.